Definitely. I mean, I've always thought of Avery as being, if I'm comparing Avery with Philip Sue, Avery's way less in touch with her emotions, and I think actually is trying to stuff them all down in a place where she can control and handle them and manage them on her own terms. And I don't necessarily think, I think for her, that's how she's just always dealt with things. So, having this wild card in her life now of Max Bankman and now her developing relationship also with Tristan, I think it's been really interesting to see her come out of her shell or to at least to see her have to break through all of these like really like deeply ingrained walls that she's put up so that she can protect herself emotionally and having to actually, dig down deep and explain herself. I think just as an actor, that was really fun to play. I love it. I'm really honored that I get to tell a story about a woman who is very much in touch with what she wants out of her life and gets to make her own choice about what she wants to do with her life. And, seeing it from a medical perspective, which because of the backdrop of the show, has been really interesting, and getting to have those sort of like reproductive health, sexual health conversations because of the framing of the show, I think has been really fascinating. And certainly, I think there's even people on set who I think are learning as we're going, things about women's health that we didn't know before. Conversations that I get to have with women on set about women's health, conversations that I get to have with people who are not women on set about women's health, and really as it relates to our story has been really awesome. It's really great to see, and I'm excited for people to see how it all plays out. It was so much fun. I can't tell you, we were like giggling on set. It was a great day. Deborah Mooney also was in the scene with us that day. And, there's jewelry and champagne, and it's like the sort of like luxury part of this cruise and the sort of fantasy fun part of this cruise that I think really plays against like the intense medical drama that it also coincides with. So getting to play all of those scenes and have those incredible, like iconic women on set and getting to be with them and just be in their presence playing scenes with them was just so fun. Yeah, spring break. Things continue to develop. I think what's so unique about this show and seeing this love triangle unfold, that we really get to go all sorts of places with their relationship together, the three of them, and to see them have to navigate that in a way that feels, and we talked a lot about this when we were making it, that feels like people that are actually really just trying to do their best. They acknowledge their flaws. Some of them don't necessarily know what their flaws are until somebody else tells them what they need to be dealing with, and then there's like sort of a grappling with that. But truly, all of these characters are trying to be their best version of themselves with each other, and so it continues to grow and develop, and I think I'm really proud of what we made in that week. Honestly, they're just gonna have to watch. I know we talked a lot about our desires for a Broadway episode, though there's not necessarily a Broadway episode. You will see some very Broadway adjacent people coming aboard or involved creatively, which was really fun. And let me tell you, regardless of the theme of the week on the ship, on the show, every week was Broadway week, in my opinion, because so many people love a song and dance. And us, when there's long hours on set, we're always humming a tune and having a joyful moment. That's very, what I would say, Broadway inspired. So.